Welcome everyone. In this video, we are in the Great League Remix, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Vigoroth. Vigoroth on team number 4 from my top 5 best teams for the Great League Remix. Vigoroth is amazing in this meta. It is quite versatile, has very nice coverage with that body slam spam, and being a counter user, can absolutely handle any potential steel or rock types that we may see. And also on this team, we've got Unova Stunfisk in the back, running Thundershock. Now, you guys will see in this video, I did do a couple of battles with Mudshot, but guys, with all those flyers running rampant in this meta, I think Thundershock's definitely the way to go. It kind of does hurt you against those ground steel types like Steelix, but overall, I think that's the way to go. And also on this team, we've got Mandibuzz on the lead for team number 4. Mandibuzz, my goodness, very good in this meta. I think it's very underutilized in this meta with the vanity of all of the newly updated flyers. Mandibuzz seems to go forgotten in this cup, but my goodness, guys, it is amazing. But before we get into the featured set of the video, we are starting things off with some bonus battles that I thought were tons of fun. And here we go. Steelix lead, the ever so common Steelix lead. Now, in theory, you would think that this is not very good for Mandibuzz going up against the bulky steel type like Steelix, but guys, Mandibuzz thoroughly beats Steelix. It is quite comfortable. It's not particularly close, and you guys are about to find out why, in my humble opinion, I think Mandibuzz is the best flyer in this meta. Yes, I said it. I believe Mandibuzz is the best flyer in this meta for reasons like this. There is no other flyer that is going to dominate Steelix quite like Mandibuzz. And look at this, guys. What is this? The third Psychic Fangs? Guys, it is amazing. These Psychic Fangs are doing no damage, and the vamped up damage from the Dragon Tails are very negligible. Look at this. Mandibuzz is about to take out this Steelix. It is quite comfortable. This is why I love team number 4 for this meta right now. We're going to go for this foul play here. And if they want to shield this low health Steelix, by all means, go for it. And they do. So now we're going to look to snipe. Not quite a snipe, but it worked out. That Steelix goes down with energy, and we leave with loaded energy and a shield advantage. You'd love to see it as they make a play into a Vigoroth of their own. And guys, rank 6 Vigoroth is not winning CMP tie anytime soon against an opposing Vigoroth. So we do shield that and gonna go for a body slam, and we pressure that final shield. That is amazing. That's huge. So now, because we know that we lose CMP tie, we throw on 4 just before they get to their body slam. And they have amazing anticipation, picking up on that we would try to throw just before they get to their body slam. And they catch that on a Pelipper of all things. Holy smokes. Pelipper is not the Pokemon that you want to catch moves on, but hey, here we are. We're going to catch, speaking of catches, we're going to catch this Weather Ball because this Pelipper is absolutely loaded. We are still up a shield. We wanted to force that Pelipper to dump some energy on our Mandibuzz, and now it is Stunfisk time. I was calculating on what would do more, a Weather Ball from Pelipper or a Bulldoze from Vigoroth. I decided that the Weather Ball would do more. I don't know, but this is just about over, guys. We go for that discharge. They're going to go for this Bulldoze here, and Stunfisk, every bit as bulky as its Galarian counterpart. We live that, and we farm down. Stunfisk coming in clutch in the end, dominating the end game, taking out the Vigoroth. That's going to be a good game. Well played. I had a very fun time with team number 4. The wins were coming in left, right, and center, and here we go. Knockdown lead. This is fine for Mandibuzz, and they know that. Like I said, Mandibuzz, the best flyer in this meta. They knew what was up, so they safe swap into this Steelix here, and this is fine. This is why we've got Vigoroth on this team. They go right for that crunch. That is fine as well, and we're just going to overload a little bit and go right for this Bulldoze here. I was reading that they would not shield this and would love to get some farm with that Knockdown, and they're going to go for a potential Psychic Fangs here, or a Crunch, excuse me. They must be running Crunch Earthquake, and that's fine. We leave this mid-game matchup with minimal health, minimal farm for that Noctowl, and we do not get to that Body Slam. That is fine. We can now align our Electric-type Stunfisk onto this Flyer Noctowl, and they can throw all the Shadow Balls they want. We tank the Shadow Balls all day, especially from a Pokemon like Noctowl, which does not hit particularly hard, and we are going for this discharge here. And they shield. They could have definitely let that go, but they are preserving their Noctowl, and that is fine. We're going to overload, anticipating a catch. And we intentionally throw this, seeing that it was a Dunsparce. This thing is sort of bad news for this team. Core breaks a team pretty hard. But the saving grace is that it does not hit particularly hard. So we're going to throw Mandibuzz in here. Our win condition now lies with Stunfisk, of course, knowing that that Noctowl is still remaining. So this thing needs 3 Rock Slides to take us out. They cannot farm down after this second Rock Slide here. Not going to happen. It just does not hit hard enough. And Rollout just does not apply enough fast move pressure, and we are going to play on from here, try and get to another foul play, and we do. Dunsparce, quite tanky. This will not KO, but it will be getting it quite low. It's basically within farm down range. They bank a move and make a play back into Noctowl, but Mandibuzz is not done. We get to this foul play, and now it's going to be interesting to see if they shield. No, they let that go, knowing that they can tank it, but what they cannot let go is a discharge from this health range, and they knew that. They shield that, and now we knew that this was a Sky Attack. I knew 100% Sky Attack bait, but better to play it safe than sorry, wouldn't you say, my friends? A Shadow Ball would have been getting us pretty low. And we're saying bye-bye to that Noctowl, and this Dunsparce hanging on by a thread. They've got to move, but we've got a shield, and they will not make it to another drill run in time. A Thunder Shock does the trick, and Stunfisk coming in clutch yet again, closing yet another endgame in dominant fashion, would you believe? Good game, well played. Something about this team comp for team number 4 just absolutely works, guys. This team is so powerful in this meta. And here we go, another Noctowl lead. They make a play into a Ampharos, and we're going to go into Stunfisk here. Yeah, we're running Thunder Shock, not quite as good as Mudshot in this matchup here. They're going to go Brutal Swing. That does no damage, and that's fine. It's fine that we're running Thunder Shock. It gives us the broadest coverage, particularly against the Flyers. They're going to go for another Brutal Swing. That is doing no damage. So now, at this point, we are loaded on energy. Going to go for the Mud Bombs. Going to be doing quite a bit to Ampharos in this Great League format, and we're going for Mud Bomb number 2. We would like to leave this matchup with a shield advantage and relatively healthy if at all possible. We get the health. That's fine. They're going to come in with an Aurorus. Very interesting. But we've got just the answer in the form of Stunfisk right here, guys. We are now drawing shields. That is amazing. And they are overloading by quite a bit. And fully expecting a Weather Ball here to take us out. But no, they go Meteor Beam. Holy smokes. That's not smart, guys. No disrespect to our opponent, but just to get that buff, that's a total waste of energy, but we press on. We come in with Vigoroth to meet that Aurorus, and they aggro swap back into that Noctowl. Gonna go for the foul play here. And now, here we go. Battle of the Tanky Birds in the Great League Remix. You love to see it. Let's see who reigns supreme here. They're going to go for that Sky Attack. Not going to do a whole lot of damage. And they're going to throw another. We are absolutely loaded on energy. We have the shield advantage. And now we're going to throw one Snarl and let her rip with these foul plays here. Going to go for foul play number 1. They can definitely tank this. And they shield. That's fine. We now have a 2 shield advantage. Going to throw one Snarl and go for foul play number 2 here. And this doesn't do a whole lot, but they swap back out into that Aurorus. They are trying their very best, employing some tactical maneuvering. here, but yeah, I gotta say, guys, it's not gonna work out. Vigoroth's gonna put in the work, and we can see right there they did wave the white flag, and they said, "I've had it, I'm out of here," as they top left. There was not much hope there. Vigoroth was gonna clean that up just fine. Good game, well played to our opponent. Had a lot of fun with those bonus battles, but we now move into the featured set of the video, and we are met with a Pelipper. This is fine for us. Mandibuzz, just too tanky. Like I said, Mandibuzz, in this meta, the king of the flyers. Yes, I said it yet again. The best flyer in this meta. Hands down, guys. I've used them all. Mandibuzz is the best. And they're going to tank that foul play there. And they are at a potential hurricane. But like I said, we're bulky. We tank that all day. Not even in the red. You'd love to see it. I ain't going to go for foul play number 2 here. This would be getting the Pelipper quite low, and they let that go. That is amazing. So now we're going to try and farm down. They didn't throw their move. I do believe that they were at a weather ball, likely leaving some health to farm, but not going to happen, guys. We aggro swap into Vigoroth. We saw that they had a Steelix, and they've got another Steel type in the back in the form of Lucario. Very interesting. That's the first Lucario that I've seen in this meta. It actually could be quite good, especially if you preserve a shield advantage for it. But we draw a shield from the Lucario, and they take us out with a power-up punch. Gonna throw Mandibuzz in here to pressure them to throw their energy. This is just a power-up punch, and guys, Mandibuzz hangs on, surviving the boosted power-up punch from a Pokemon that hits as hard as Lucario. That's quite impressive, I must say. And we've got Mudshot, Stunfisk here to farm this thing down. And they quickly top left. That Steelix could do nothing to Mudshot Stunfisk. That's going to be a good game. Well played. I would say, guys, if you have access to these 3 Pokemon, you might want to give team number 4 a try. And here we go. Dunsparce lead. It's a lot better for us if this thing is in the back. On the lead, like I said, it core breaks Mandibuzz and Stunfisk quite hard. So we're going to try and catch a Rock Slide here. We do catch that successfully, and they meet us with a Toxapex. Gonna look to go for the back-to-back Body Slam. I was trying to calculate if 1 super effective Bulldoze would do more damage, or 2 back-to-back Body Slams with Stab. Obviously did not look that up in the midst of this battle, but that's the route we went in this mid-game matchup here. So we do go for the second Body Slam here, and they can easily farm us down, no problem. But we're fine with that because Toxapex does not hit hard at all. And we're going to come in with our Mandibuzz here and go for a foul play. We are loaded on energy, of course, and we do get that foul play off, but Toxapex, about as tanky as it gets. They survived that quite easily, long enough to get off a big sludge wave. But speaking of bulk, we're pretty bulky as well. We cannot farm down, so just gonna overload as much as we can and go for the foul play here. As tanky as it is, this will KO for sure, and fully expecting that Dunsparce to come back in. My goodness, this thing is a thorn in my side for team number 4. I tell you, if there is a core breaker for your team, it will somehow find its way to you in Pokemon Go Battle League. That is just how it goes, but we are trying our best here. Going to go for a foul play here, and they don't have to shield because Dunsparce is quite tanky as well, and they're going to go for a move here. Going to let this go and put the hope and faith in the Stunfisk. This Dunsparce is way too healthy, my goodness. Now we're going to have to start shielding because it does have access to Drill Run. And we don't know what else they have left in the back. Going to go for a discharge here and try and get this Dunsparce as low as we can. They can tank this, but they let it go. Or excuse me, but they shield. And they've got a Mandibuzz of their own in the back. So it was at this point that I decided to make the switch from Mudshot to Thundershock, guys. This was the first set of the day. I figured, why not give it a try? I knew there were a lot of Steelixes in the meta. I figured, let's give Mudshot a try, but there are far more flyers in this meta than there are Steelixes, and yeah, this was the battle that enticed me to make the switch to Thundershock, and I do not regret it, guys. I think Thundershock's the way to go if you're going to run Unova Stunfisk. They're going to go for another foul play. We're trying to play this as carefully as possible. Another foul play would be lights out for us. So we're going to throw this discharge here and hope to take out this Mandibuzz. We do, but that Dunsparce is way too healthy. There's no way that we're farming this thing down. They do still have a shield, and they get to their charge moves quite fast. Gonna throw this discharge here, and fully expecting a shield that would take out the Dunsparce from this health range. And the timer's coming up, and they get to a drill run. My goodness. Oh, just could not get that one done. The Dunsparce lead was quite the handful for team number 4, I must say. But good game, well played. Who would have thought Dunsparce, of all things, would be such a problem? Holy smokes, but here we go. Steelix lead. You'd love to see it if you're running team number 4, guys. Mandibuzz handles Steelix quite well. I would say, in my humble opinion, better than any flyer in this meta. So we are fine to play this out here. We win this quite comfortably. No problem up against the Steelix. They can only throw resisted damage, and the Dragon Tails, they don't do a whole lot, even with the debuffs, guys. That's the power of Mandibuzz and the Great League Remix. You'd love to see it. Going for another foul play, and now the Steelix is getting quite low, but we cannot quite farm this thing down. It's still a little too bulky. Snarl just does not apply the fast move pressure necessary. So right here, we're going to go for the foul play to take it out. And again, if they want to shield this low health Steelix, by all means, and they do. So we make a questionable play, and we catch a debuffing move on our Vigoroth. I've just trained myself over the seasons that if they shield a low health Pokemon, it means that they are weak to that Pokemon. So questionable play. I don't always recommend catching debuffing attacks if you're going to do that. But here we are, up a shield, up against the Pelipper with our Vigoroth. Gonna preserve the shield advantage and let this go. We survive, and we force them to throw the remainder of their energy. They do not want to get hit with a body slam or go down on shields, and that is fine, guys. We've got just the answer to this Pelipper, and they are relatively energy dry. And I do believe we shield this. We don't know what else they have in the back, so gonna shield this out of caution and go for the full farm down. That is where Thundershock really comes in handy, and is why I believe it is the way to go. Farmability on those flyers. You'd love to see it. And they've got a Runerigus. No wonder they were shielding the low health Steelix. This thing does not want to see a Mandibuzz whatsoever. So we're loaded. We're going for these mud bombs, spamming them like crazy, and gonna catch whatever this is. They are at a potential Shadow Ball, but they were trying to bait us. Oh, you'd love to see it. That is resisted. And even with the defense drop, we're able to farm down that Steelix running Dragon Tail. Holy smokes. Mandibuzz, OP, guys. You'd love to see it. Going for a foul play here. That would be lights out for them. And we grab that final shield. That is amazing. Mandibuzz is a monster. My goodness. And we're going to let this go. Even if it is a Shadow Ball and we live it, it's just a Sand Tomb. Super effective, but we live it. And we have the back-to-back Mud Bombs necessary to seal the deal. We're going for Mud Bomb number 1. Does not KO, but we've got another one locked and loaded. And we are going for it, which means that we are saying bye-bye to the Runerigus. Unova Stunfisk closing another endgame in dominant fashion. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Guys, I am telling you, team number 4 was really putting in the work. But we're not putting in much work against this lead right here. They've got a Shadow Magneton. We make a play into Vigoroth, and they meet us with a Vigoroth of their own. We've got the energy lead, which means that if we so choose, we can absolutely take out this Vigoroth and maintain alignment, which is what we plan to do here. They did tank our Body Slam, and we are going to excuse me, we are going to shield because we would absolutely love to have our Stunfisk on that Magneton. So fine to play out whatever shielding scenario they give us. They shield, that is fine, and we will shield back. We want the Stunfisk on that Magneton. They will not make it to another body slam. We will counter down, and we do at the expense of both of our shields. But guys, our 2 remaining Pokemon are quite bulky and don't necessarily need shields. They come in with a Steelix, so very interesting. They are going to throw their energy immediately, and that is fine. Knowing the team now, we can bring Mandibuzz on this Steelix, even up a shield. Mandibuzz still dominates the Steelix. It's a thing of beauty. They can go for all the double resisted Psychic Fangs they want. It will not help them whatsoever. We are just going to load up on energy and go for foul play here. At some point, they are going to have to give up that final shield, but with a Pokemon as squishy as Shadow Magneton, that's asking a lot of our opponent. My goodness, they're going to go for another double resisted Psychic Fangs. Not going to do any damage whatsoever. And we're going to fire off another foul play on the Steelix here. And they let it go. Yeah, they need the shield. They need the shield for that Magneton, but they had no idea. We had the perfect answer lurking in the back for this Magneton. Everything that they could possibly throw at our Stunfisk is resisted. Our electric typing resists the Magnet Bombs, and our ground typing resists the discharges. It is quite awful for this Magneton. Even not having Mud Shot, it's still extremely dominant. We're going for this Mud Bomb, and they said they had enough as they top left just as we were getting off that move. It was lights out. No hope for that poor Magneton. Good game, well played. What more could I possibly say about team number 4 from my top 5 best teams, guys? It was just absolutely putting in the work. And here we go. Mew lead. A pretty solid lead for Mandibuzz, but Mew can fight back with the threat of a wild charge. They look to catch a move, and for some reason we threw Aerial Ace. Don't ask why. I don't know why. Should have just gone for the foul play, but that's fine. Gonna go for it here and chip this Vigoroth down. We don't want to bring our own Vigoroth in onto this loaded Vigoroth, so we're kind of just staying in here and weathering the storm that is Vigoroth here. So gonna look to go for another. No, we're gonna try and catch, but no, we did not successfully catch that body slam. And they are at a Bulldoze. But guys, we tank a Bulldoze. We're tanky. We tank that, no problem, quite comfortably. And now we are free to overload and throw here to get rid of the Vigoroth. We will leave this with residual energy if they let this go, and they do. And expecting that Mew to come back in, and they're going to throw immediately. A Surf would KO from this range, as tanky as we are, but that's fine. Getting them to throw some of that energy is quite nice. Going to bring in Vigoroth onto this Mew. We can match the pace of it with our Body Slam spam, and that is exactly what we are going to do. Going for Body Slam number 1. Mew, not known for its bulk. They do shield, and gonna let whatever this is go here. Even if it is a Hail Mary wild charge, we live it. But no, just a Surf bait, and they're going to go for another Surf. So at this point, we can start shielding, and we knew that that was just another Surf, but that's fine. We will make it to another Body Slam and really put the pressure on this Mew here. Interesting to see what they want to do. They let that go, and that does quite a bit of damage to Mew. Like I said, it's not known for its bulk, but it has access to some hard-hitting charge attacks. And they're just going straight Surf here. Very interesting. And they do bring in a Steelix. So gonna just full send this super effective Body Slam. Yes, it's an awful move, but it does hit for super effective. And we grab that shield. That is amazing. So now we're just trying to get in as much counter damage as possible, as we will not make it to a resisted Body Slam. That's fine. They go Crunch. And now it is up to Mandibuzz to bring this home for us. We had a foul play stored, and we are going for it. It will not KO, but it will be doing enough damage to slowly but surely chip away at the very tanky Steelix here. Whatever this is resisted. Not going to affect Mandibuzz whatsoever. We're going for foul play number 2, and this will be lights out for that Steelix. And we're saying bye-bye to the Steelix, and that Mew is hanging on by a thread. It will not make it to another move. Mandibuzz, holy smokes, such a monster in this Great League remix. It's a thing of beauty on team number 4. Taking out the Mew, bringing it home for us, and that is the team, my friends. How about team number 4? For my top 5 best teams for the Great League remix, guys, I would highly recommend it. It put in the work. It's a slight variation on a team that I ran in the previous Great League remix, and that was Mandibuzz, Vigoroth, and wtih. But I made the switch to Stunfisk, and my goodness, did it pay off. With all the flyers introduced into the meta, I think we made the right choice in swapping out wtih for Stunfisk, and the team absolutely puts in work. Mandibuzz on the lead, very, very strong. Handles Steelix like you wouldn't believe, guys. We saw in those matchups, Mandibuzz thoroughly dominates Steelix, and the 2 Pokemon in the back are quite powerful as well. But guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching, and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.